Hey, kia ora, Helen Brums here, coming to you live from Sin City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1300. Wow. That doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. COVID day 6, no smell. So this one hit me this morning. It's been a very busy morning and a very relaxing afternoon. So this morning got up, had a shower, got my hair washed. It's still up from when I dropped Zeffie off, but got my hair washed and it feels so much better. And I managed to maintain my balance. What I ended up doing was pushing my feet out as wide as they would go in the width of the shower, and then making sure facing the back of the shower that my right hip was pushed up hard against the handrail that's in the shower. And when I had to turn around to do the other side, I just made sure my left hip was pushed up against there and it didn't lose contact. And that helped me stay upright. So I got all of that done. It was like, I am washing my hair no matter what. I was determined, and determination paid off. And so after the shower and getting dressed, Zeffie and I went for our usual 20-minute morning walk. Came back from that, sat down for about 5 minutes because I couldn't allow myself a lot of time to sit because I had to get her over to the dog sitters. And people are going, why are you putting her at the dog sitters when you're not away? Because I have a lot of stuff to do that requires me not having a dog in the RV. For example, deep cleaning the RV. I'm going to start in the bedroom and just work my way forward. There's going to be a lot of cleaning and sorting done. There's going to be all the bed linens are getting washed. There's a whole bunch of laundry that's going to get done. And a lot of like wiping down walls, mirrors, cabinets, handles, all that sort of stuff with disinfectant. So you're basically going to end having Zeffie around while you're doing that. No. And then, of course, having to go over and do the laundry and leaving her by herself. No. But we had a good drop-off with her today, and she was straight into running around with everybody and kept trying to get inside the house. And so they finally let her inside the house, and she went and had a drink of water and came back out again. She was good. She knew where the water was. But she did start crying because the sitter had to pick her up and hold on to her while I slipped out the gate because Zeffie can be fast. And I closed and I didn't look back. I didn't close. I walked out. I said bye to Zeffie. Told her I'll be back soon, and slipped out the gate, closed the gate, and then as I'm walking away, she starts crying. I'm like, oh. It always hits hard when she starts crying. And she's never done that before when I've left her with the sitters, so that was interesting. But yeah, so she's there for the next 10 days, so I can get everything here in the RV completely cleaned and sterilized and disinfected. It means she's going to come back and her bed is going to smell very different because it's all going to get washed and reset and everything else. Even her bed up on the dashboard is going to get a wash as well. It's got covers that slip off, so we'll get the covers all washed and everything. So it's going to be a very busy week. And I have, and I discovered as I was getting dressed, I've been having issues with my ankles the last few days. So I've been putting my doTERRA Deep Blue on. Now, this stuff stinks. If you've ever been around anybody with liniment on, you know the kind of stink I'm talking about. I took this off this morning and went to use it and went, I can't smell it. I'm like, oh, we have a new symptom. Still can't smell it. I feel the heat of it when I put it on my ankle. I can feel the heat of it doing its work. I can feel it doing its work in that, but I can't smell it. I'm like, oh. And the other one that I have, which is a good one too, is Breathe. It's my Breathe stick. Can't smell that either. And usually I just take a bit like this, put in the nostrils here. I can feel it working. I can't smell it. I'm like, great. Does that mean that my taste is gone? Because usually food smells and taste go together. And I was like, oh, we're thinking chocoholic here. And so when I got home, I got out a couple of dark chocolate covered cherries. Couldn't smell them. And I'm like, oh, this is not good if I can't smell my chocolate. And so I tasted it, and I had some taste, but not as intense as it normally is when there is food aromas associated with it. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be an interesting few days. Does this mean all my food's going to start tasting like blah, like bland? I've been drinking water like crazy today. I have electrolyte packs that I've been going through because I can feel everything croaking, as you can probably hear. And it's just, I just feel a mess. But once I got home, I had some lunch, tastes like sawdust. and then just rested for the rest of the afternoon because I'm formulating the plan. I have the plan formulated and everything else, and it was just a case of let's rest up today, and then tomorrow we can do some stuff in the morning, rest up in the afternoon. And so I'm going to see if that works and see how that goes. But temperature's still normal. The only difference now is not coughing as much as I was yesterday, which is good. Voice a lot croakier. I can feel the strain on the vocal cords, and loss of smell. I'm like, great. I love my chocolate. I can't smell my chocolate. And then, of course, my mastermind group left today on their cruise without me. I was very disappointed. I was so looking forward to that cruise as well. So, yeah. So already making plans for later dates and stuff like that. So we'll see how we go getting on a cruise ship later on. But yeah, so that's basically been my day. I had a very busy morning. Just rested up this afternoon, slept for some of it, and just laid and read a book for some of it as well. And just, you know, just a fiction book, that one that you don't have to think about, because that's all my brain could cope with today. And just keeping up with social media and watching the mastermind group posting pictures. But I know they're going to have a super fantastic sparkling time. They're on a cruise ship. How could they not? Anyway, so that's it from me. I'm going to go before my voice completely gives out. So today's new symptom is no smell. What can I say? Day 6, no smell, which is really upsetting because I really like my essential oils. And the one that I have in my diffuser here, look, this is one of my favorite combinations. This is a really cool diffuser. It has a USB charger thingy on the back. It fits inside a cup holder in a car, and and it goes. And I was going to take this on the cruise ship with me for when I was in my cabin. But it's got eucalyptus and peppermint in there. And I can't remember who told me about that mixture, but I absolutely love it. In this, I've filled up the water, and I think I've got 4 or 5 drops of each eucalyptus and peppermint. And I can feel the coolness of it. Can't smell it. And that's what's bumming me a lot with all my essential oils, because I love using my oils and creating different atmospheres and things. And the cool part is not having, and I suddenly thought the cool part is not having the smell. I'm not going to smell all the cleaners and stuff I have to use this week. There's an advantage to it. Except food's going to taste really bleh. If you have some ideas on overcoming the non-smell thing and making food taste yummy, just let me know in the comments below, please. I would greatly appreciate that. And this is good for helping clear sinuses too. Oh, wish I could smell it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I got some stretches to do because I've been having lower back issues, and I've got some stretches that I do with my counter, which help stretch out my lower back. So I'm going to go do some of those before I go to bed tonight, because that's been keeping me awake the last few nights. Even if I haven't been sleeping the afternoons away, it's when I get into bed and I get all settled down, it's not long before the back starts tweaking, and I'm like, so I have to get up and do some stretches. So I've been doing stretches throughout the day, so I'm going to go do some more, and hopefully we'll get a good night's sleep tonight. But anyway, that's it from me for the latest update. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening around 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konera.